How's it going, guys? Jim Lavere here. Just wanted to make a second video for a YouTube channel that I started. Just kind of the ideas, what's on my mind, type thing. See where it goes, whatever, I'm going to start off today basically talking about the beard. I posted a video, I think it was on January 31st. I saw a video from the Salt and Silver about a yeared challenge. I said, I'll try it. I had a beard. It was a lot shorter, and I had it trimmed, like I said here. And it was shorter, and I had the mustache thinned down a little bit. It was a lot shorter, probably quarter inch, if that. And decided to do it. Wife, of course, supports me. But yeah, so if you looked at the video from January 31st till now, it's grown a lot. Actually, a lot more than I thought it would. Yeah, so it looks good. I had issues. Boy, I'll tell you, the Salt and the Silver had mentioned beard oils and beard balm and stuff like that. And I got it. And if I found it worked to a certain extent, at that point. But boy, if it was humid or, whatever, the humidity, it would frizz. It was like, and so there was days that, boy, I was like, yeah, I don't know. And but so I started working with it, you know what I mean? And got it, it's looking good, looking real good. Just want to say thanks again to the Salt and the Silver for the video and the challenge. It's going good. The one thing I did find, was I was watching some other videos from other people with beards on YouTube. And yeah, so I noticed they were talking about those round brushes, the bristle brushes, the round ones. And so I went to a local, I think it was a Dollar Tree, and got one for $1.08 with tax and everything. And it's like when you blow dry, you're turning it. So I do that, and it shaped it better, and it seemed to straighten it. Not that my beard was super curly, but it, like the Salt and the Silver said, it starts off as a C, then it goes to an S, and C, and an S, And I noticed that's what's going on. So anyway, I shower daily, but I wash the beard every other day. I wet it daily, and then I go in and I'll blow dry the beard with that brush. And yeah, so it looks good. But once it's dry, I don't start putting anything in it yet. I go get dressed, have a cup of coffee. I want to make sure this beard is dry. So then I go in and I put the beard oil in it and the beard balm. And then I take that brush and I turn it and I brush it. Don't brush hard. I just kind of, like the Sultan said, just kind of, get it to where, I want it. Yeah. So, hey, it's looking good. I like it. It's going to look good, I think. It's going to look really good in a year. It's going to be long. The wife likes it. I trim up here. The wife doesn't like those hairy kisses. Who can blame her, right? So, yeah. Far as the beard goes, I'm liking it. Appreciate it. Salt and the Silver. Yeah. I like it. It's looking good. And we'll just keep you posted on it, and I'll keep putting videos up every few days anyway. I kind of like this this way of speaking what's on my mind sometimes. Yeah. So it's been good. The other topic I guess I want to bring up, I watched a video on the Salt and the Silvers, and for him it was 2017. It's going to be a year you can turn it around. It's, you know, you're going to make it better. I've been married. This is my third marriage. I was a truck driver over the road, so I was hard on my first two marriages, or more so the first one. The second, can't really explain that one, but I don't want to get into that. So anyway, relationship statuses weren't very good for me over the years. So I had, after my divorce, I was in and out of relationships. Nothing, you know, super serious. Just when you thought it was, you'd either get cold feet or they would or whatever or something. And then I met a girl. I want to say it was 2012 or 2011, maybe. I think it was 2011. But anyway, I was with her for quite a while, and she had some issues with alcohol. Well, it's neither here nor there. We broke up in 2015, and about a year later, she passed away. She lost the battle with alcoholism. She's in a better place, no more suffering. Addiction is a bad, bad thing, and addictions are just horrible. But anyway, that being said, after that, I kind of was, you know, I was at that point in my life where I'm thinking, geez, you know, am I ever gonna meet anybody that's, you know, gonna be the one, you know? So I wasn't sure. And I got on this site my son was talking about. He was 20, 21 at the time. And, geez, I saw this picture of this little beautiful blonde. And I said, you know, I was going to send her a message. And I said, no, I'm not going to. She'll know that I looked at her profile, because it'll show her that I looked at her profile. So anyway, my son said, Dad, you're going to send her a message? I'm like, no, she'll see that I looked at her profile, and, you know, if she's interested and likes what she sees in mine, if she looks at it, she'll message me, hopefully. Sure enough, she messaged me. And long story short, we met in August of that 2015. Needless to say, we weren't long. We were living together. She moved in with me. So life's been great ever since. I mean, as far as my relationships. We're married. And believe it or not, we're going to be married 2 years the 22nd of this month. So yeah. It's been awesome. But I wanted to say some things that might help some other people that necessarily, I guess I need to start maybe listening to myself sometimes. We got into relationship quick. We moved in quick. We got married quick. You know, I had a mobile home, single wide, and that just wasn't enough room. She still had some things at her sister's after she moved in when we just didn't have any closet space, any storage. Lived in a trailer park. So needless to say, yeah, it was rough. Well, we got married, and we were able to get some land from my in-laws, her parents. Nice acre out in the country. Her sister used to live on it with her husband. So we were going to move the single wide up here and set it up and, you know, maybe add on and do an addition. By the time you think about and figure that out, you're going to be 50, 60 grand into an addition on a single wide. Okay. Well, usually when you do an addition or something like that on a mobile home, the trailer mobile home moves, but the addition doesn't. So then you're going to have issues, probably leaks and whatever. And so we kind of came to an agreement that, you know, maybe we should look at double wides, which we had done that when we first met. We'd go to Watertown looking at double wides and stuff, because she had mentioned she'd always wanted a double wide. Long story short, in March of this last year, we signed the closing on a double wide. Traded our single wide in. Yeah, so as you can see behind me, we're in our double wide. We're in the country, out of the trailer park. It's fantastic. I guess what I'm trying to get at too is there's people out there just like my wife and myself, my wife and I. You buy homes and you start trying to get everything ready for that home to be set. Whether you're buying a double wide or building, same thing, you got to get the land ready. We went into debt to our frickin' earlobes. I mean, we were in debt. We still are. And the hardest part I have, I guess, is when you have a wife say, hey, we got more going out than we got coming in. We're in trouble, you know. And it's just hard. You know what I mean? It gets stressful. And sometimes if you don't communicate enough with your wife or husband or spouse or partner, whatever, your significant other, sometimes one doesn't understand what the other one's thinking. Obviously, I knew it was stressing her out because sometimes she would get emotional when it come time to pay the bills. Understandable. And I would stress too, but not in the same way. And the reason why I didn't stress like she did was first part of 2000, June I think of 2000, June or July, my father was diagnosed. He had leukemia and it was in his final stages. So they gave him 6 months to live. Now, my father didn't teach a lot. We didn't go fishing, didn't do much hunting. We did a little bit, not a lot. So my father wasn't one to kind of, give you these life lessons per se. And these life advice on how to live life. But anyway, in the last 6 months he was alive, one thing he had said to me that really stuck with me to this day was one that he was very proud of all of his kids, us 3 boys. I have 2 other brothers. Both are younger. I'm the oldest. He was proud of us. And the second thing that he said is, because at that time when my father was dying, I was also going through my first divorce. So it was a hard year. And I was a truck driver over the road at that. So, and I was having a hell of a year. And my dad could see it. I was stressing. And he said, you can't sweat the small stuff, boy. I'm like, oh, okay, Dad. He kind of just, yep, all right, Dad. And I got going home that night, and I got thinking, geez, what does he mean by that? Just don't sweat the small stuff. The hell? So it wasn't until after he passed away, and things were going on in my life that were just spiraling, that it finally dawned on me. Life in general is the small stuff. And so, that being said, I never, after that, really stressed about bills. I do the best I can. You try to keep yourself out of debt the best you can. Everybody has debt. Some people's debts are higher than others. But I tried, try to keep yourself, mediocre, But anyway, so my wife is the strongest girl that I've ever met, mentally. Whatever, you know what I mean? She's amazing. But she'd get worked up pretty bad with the debt because she's not one to pay her bills late. She never has. And it was getting to that point where we were paying our bills on time. We didn't have anything left. And I guess me having the attitude, or I guess you would say attitude, or the belief, don't sweat the small stuff. Do what you can do. You know, but I don't write the checks. My wife does. So I don't see these bills. I see them when they come in because I check the mail. Excuse me. But I'm not the one that's sitting down at that desk having to write those damn checks to these creditors and bills and light bill and heat and car payment, car insurance, credit card payments, mortgage, things like that. So I don't see what she does. So I don't stress the same way she does because I don't see it. Not that I don't think she would want me to see it. It's just that's her thing. She likes to write the checks, and I'm fine with that. And I'm sitting here today, and I was thinking, Jesus, it's no wonder that poor girl stresses the way she does. Because she must think I'm an idiot, not worried about, do the best you can. I must come across nonchalant or, oh well, it is what it is. And that's not the case. Okay? Folks, you're going to have debt. Everybody has to have a mortgage or rent. Everybody's got a vehicle, whether it's a payment or not. You're still dumping money into it. If you don't have a payment, you got to fix it. Okay? We're doing okay. We're doing all right. We're making it. We have land, a new home, 2 newer vehicles, 2016s, Renegades. So yeah, we have debt. But that's normal debt. Some of the stuff that we have isn't normal debt. We've got credit card payments up to wazoo, but those were from having to get the land ready for the home. We didn't sit down and really do the math on, okay, what do we got to have to get this land ready? It was kind of on the fly. Well, on the fly doesn't work if you don't have the money. So what do? You go to your Lowe's and your Home Depots and wherever else you get these credit cards. Yeah. And you put this on your credit card. Oh, got to have that in your credit card. Oh, we got to have a washer and dryer on your credit. Next thing you know, 2 credit cards, you're $6,000 in debt. So, anyway, about a month ago, if that, me and my wonderful wife, she's awesome, got into this huge argument. And it was a pissing match. You know what I mean? It was a pissing match. And she said this, I said that. But anyway, at the end of it, I got to thinking. That argument we had, did it pay a bill? No. Did that argument we have write a check to pay a bill? No. Did that argument make any bills go away? No. Did that argument put any money in our checking account to pay any bills? No. All that argument did was make 2 people that are supposed to be madly in love with one another start doubting one another. Don't doubt one another. It doesn't work. So, I'd say probably the last few weeks, I have kind of been stressing a little more than usual because right now we're in winter and there's not a lot you can do in the winter. But when spring comes, there's a lot of work that's got to be done on this property. I've got to build 2 decks or porches, whatever you want to call them, because my permit runs out 29th or 27th of July. I don't want to pay another $160 for a building permit. So I got to put 2 decks on, front door and back door. I got to skirt this double wide in. Right now we've got plastic up to stop the wind. Okay. I've got landscaping to do. I've got a roof on my shed that I got to fix. I got a tarp over it. So I've been stressing about, thinking about, geez, we got a lot of stuff to do. You know what I mean? We got a lot of stuff to do. It's going to be busy. It's going to need money. So then I started stressing a little bit. And then, of course, the wife, she was stressed because she's got to pay these bills this week. Well, it's just hard. And I'm disabled, so I can't work a 40-hour week. I work 15 hours a week at a Lowe's Home Improvement Center, home center. My wife, on the other hand, works 40 plus. And she works a very hard job with disabled individuals, whether it's physically or mentally disabled, behavioral. And I couldn't do her job. So today I'm sitting here and I've got to thinking, Jesus, stuff that poor girl's got to put up with. And oh, I wonder how you women do it. The wives, girlfriends, whatever. Because I have to honestly say, I try to tell my wife every day that I love her. Show her how important she is to me. And she does the same. I have no doubt in my mind how important I am to her. Okay? So, biggest thing is we're going to make it. We're going to do all right. My biggest thing, folks, is you do the best you can do on your debt. Okay? You do the best you can. But the biggest thing you've got to do every day is you gotta, like the Sultan of Silver said in one of his videos, you gotta wake up right to have a good day. Okay? So, what I've tried to do last week, I'll wake up in the morning, pretty good mood, and try to keep that mood through the day. So, it's hard for a man that's disabled that can't work full time. Well, I shouldn't be working at all, but I am. But anyway, because I have to. We got to survive. So I get up every day in a good mood. Try to be anyway, for the most part. But I sit there and I watch my poor wife get up. 5:30, 5:15. Gets her shower, gets herself dressed, lays in bed, watches TV with me. I drink coffee, go smoke cigarettes. She leaves here at 7 a.m. every morning. Rain, snow, sleet, whatever. She goes to work, works all day. Sometimes she gets slapped, punched, whatever it may be. Some days are good days. Then she's got to come home. Try to figure out dinner. Sometimes I make dinner. Sometimes, but not all the time. Should I? Probably should, but I'm a man. I'm not going to do it. I probably shouldn't, even if I tried. So, it's hard because I think, sometimes, does my wife really realize how much I appreciate her being in my life? This girl is the best thing that's happened to me in many, many, many years. She is the glue that keeps this whole party together. Keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? She is the foundation. She's like a rock, and I can say, hey, baby, I got your back. How good do I have her back? You know what I mean? So there's times that I was feeling down this week about, oh, geez, I'm only working 3 days a week. The other 2 days a week, and the weekends I'm on my ass. I don't, sometimes you can feel like you're not worthy enough or you're not doing enough for your household. And then I came back to that statement my father said, don't sweat the small stuff. You do the best you can do, and that's all you can do. And I thought, he's right. That's when I finally realized what my father was talking about back in 2000. And this is 2018. You do the best you can, folks. And that's all you can do. Everybody's going to have rent or a mortgage. Most people have car payments. Most people have light, heat, maintenance, food. You know, um, some have more debt than others. And at this point, we are at that point where we're more debt than other people. But we can't do anything about that right now. We just got to do the best we can and get it done. Um, so, 2018 for me and my lovely wife, going to be better. We'll get some things done. We're going to pay the bills the way we can pay them, how we can pay them, when we can pay them. That's all we can do. I guess the biggest thing I'm trying to say, folks, is when you get up in the morning, be thankful for what you got. Be happy for what you got. I'm happy because I got my wife. I'm happy because I got a home, decent vehicle, family that love me, in-laws that think I'm all right. I think my in-laws are pretty cool too. Anyway, got to be thankful for what you got because life's too short, man. You may be here today and you may not be tomorrow. So enjoy today because you ain't got no control over tomorrow. Yeah. So when you get up in the morning, you tell your wife, your husband, your spouse, significant other, you love them. Sometimes show them how much you appreciate them. I'm not good at doing that. Maybe someday she'll see the video and realize, hey, that guy does appreciate me. I try. I do. But, sometimes I just don't know enough to show it. She is amazing. I'm a lucky man to have her. My kids are lucky kids to have her for a stepmom. So, just remember, people, don't let life get in your head. Don't let life and everyday life get you arguing with your spouse or your wife, husband, whatever. You know what I mean? Just don't argue over it. 9 times out of 10, when you have an argument with your significant other, it's going to be over financial stuff. Bills. That's it. But guess what? When that argument's over and you hate each other, or you think you do, you still got those damn bills. You still got that debt. Still got to pay those bills. And then you're going to have someone sitting next to you don't know what to think of you. So the next time a bill or something comes in and you get worked up or you get stressing about stuff, look at what you got and be thankful for it. Because there's people out there that don't have what we have or you have or anybody. There's people out there probably living under bridges or don't have homes or vehicles or their kids. You know what I mean? I've been through both ends of the credit situation, the financial situation. I've been bankrupt. I've had cars repossessed. I've had homes repossessed. I've had medical bills. I've had a credit score of a 440. I'm a lot better than that now, but no thanks to me. It's thanks to my wife because she knows how to build credit. We just didn't do the math before we purchased our double wide. And in the end result of that is the debt that we have now. So, I guess my thing today is about just because you have a lot of debt, life is stressing you out, don't take it out on your loved ones. Because they don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? My wife doesn't deserve to be stressed or upset or angry or emotional because of the bills. But she's going to be. I know that. That's who she is. All I can do is try to be there for her and say, we're doing the best we can. Maybe sometimes that'll piss her off when I say that. But that's all that I can say. I can't reach into my wallet and grab another $100 bill. I can't go to the bank and put another $100 into the account. Okay? All I can do, and anybody in our situation can do, is support one another in the decisions that they make and how they're going to pay their debt. Okay? People sometimes will take the easy way out. And I'm not saying bankruptcy is the easy way out. When I filed bankruptcy in 1998, that was the only way out of my debt. I could do nothing to get out of debt. We're not in that position. We're not at that point. We're in debt, but we're gonna get through it. It's just gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be trying. It's gonna be stressful. Gonna put some more gray in this salt and pepper beard. But I've got my wife. I've got our home. Beautiful land in the country where it's quiet. No longer in a trailer park. We both have jobs. Granted, mine's only part-time. But it's something. But remember, no matter how hard life gets, man, folks, you've got each other. You know what I'm saying? Look at your situation. Look at someone that's got a worse off situation. So I can't help other people financially. I can't see a homeless guy on a park bench sitting on the side of the road that hasn't eaten in 3 days and go buy him a meal. I don't have the income to do that. But what I can do is say, hello, my friend. How are you today? You may think they're having a horrible day. They're homeless. You're going, oh my God, how can they? You know what? Sometimes the homeless person just needs to have a conversation. Just needs someone to acknowledge that they're still here. They're still there. Thank your military. Thank your veterans. Thank your people anywhere for anything. Your healthcare providers, your school bus drivers, your teachers. They're creating the minds of the future. They're molding the minds of the future. Let's just say that. Yeah. I know I'm babbling on. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? My wife is awesome, and there's times that I don't probably say that enough. And I'm going to try to do better at that, but I probably won't do much better than that because it's just how I am. I'm not an emotional type of person. You know what I mean? But that's the way I was brought up. So it's kind of, you have to teach an old dog a new trick, and sometimes that's not always easy. But let the people you love and the people that you're with know that you appreciate them and that you love them. And try to be happy. You know what I mean? Life's just too short, folks. Come on. We can do this, So listen, I'm at 33 minutes. I'm done babbling for today. We'll see you in another few days. Until then, pay it forward best you can. Make somebody's day a little brighter somehow, whether it's to say hello. In my case, most of the time, it's when a customer comes into Lowe's and need help finding a product, I find it. That made their day a little easier. I help them. If that's all that you can do, that's all you can do. If you can buy a homeless person a meal or a shower or whatever, a drink, to do that. Pay it forward, folks. Life's too short and we got to help each other out in this world. We'll talk at you later, folks. Be safe.